Hello, my name is Guy Selga, and I was in Tokyo for the beginning of the Tokyo DisneySea 25th anniversary celebration, or the Sparkling Jubilee, as it's called. So, how was this Sparkling Jubilee? Well, I have some thoughts, and in this video, I'm going to go over the good and bad of the celebration, and just to help you try and decide if it's worth your time to go out there and give it a visit while this celebration is going on, which it is going on until March 31st, 2027. So a whole year, basically. So real quick, a brief history on Tokyo DisneySea. I'm just going to read off my notes so I get this right. On April 15th, 1988, there was a press conference held to kick off the Tokyo Disneyland 5th anniversary celebration. And that was the first time OLC, which is the company that owns and operates Tokyo Disneyland, Tokyo Disney Resort, that was the first time they first publicly announced a second theme park to accompany Tokyo Disneyland. Because after it opened in 1983, it was an instant and massive success. Everybody was surprised by the numbers. So it wasn't a surprise that they were opening up a second theme park already, or at least thinking about it. So the idea that Michael Eisner and the Walt Disney Company in America was trying to push for a second theme park was basically a clone or a copy of Disney MGM Studios in Walt Disney World. And they wanted to call it Disney Hollywood Studio Theme Park at Tokyo Disneyland. What a name, rolls right off the tongue. And OLC was like, no, we're good. They pushed for something bigger, thankfully. And they later gave a quote saying that they wanted to create a new market by providing a completely different experience from Tokyo Disneyland. So, Tokyo DisneySea was finally first announced in 1997, years of planning, including a canceled DisneySea park in Long Beach, California, which is where I was born, by the way. Anyway, and then finally in 2001, Tokyo DisneySea opened. Now, I've heard rumors over the years, talking to people who are in the know, quote unquote, that OLC saw the demographics, how they were going in Japan, where there was going to be more old people than young people and all that. Like two people die for every one baby born. It's a country that is seeing a bit of a population decline. But anyway, they saw this changing demographics and they wanted a more mature theme park that older people could enjoy and that couples could enjoy, that maybe was less reliant on rides and more just able to be enjoyed by going to look at the beautiful scenery and watch shows and whatnot. So whatever the reason is, they got what they wanted. Tokyo DisneySea opens in 2001. It's beautiful. It's hard not to be hyperbolic about this park. It's amazing. It's incredible. It's jaw-dropping. There's just hundreds of details to discover as you walk around the park, around every corner. Every land and ride and thing and prop blends together seamlessly. And when this park opened, up until about 5 or 6 years ago, they were really known for spectacular live entertainment. And like, go look up some of the harbor shows. Just pause this video, go look up some of the old harbor shows. Legend of Mythica, Porto Paradiso Water Carnival, Bravissimo, anything like that. Look these shows up and see the scope and scale of these shows, because they really were spectacular and unbelievable almost. Now, I've been visiting Tokyo DisneySea since 2014. And before that, I was a fan observing online, obviously, since opening. I was obsessed with this park. Going to Japan in general was like my aspirational thing. Ever since I graduated high school in 2001, I wanted to go to Japan. I finally made it happen in 2014. But anyway, shows and live entertainment have gone down a bit since the P word, pandemic, in 2020. They've gotten a lot smaller. They do a lot less performances during the day, smaller in scale, way less performers. And so for this 25th anniversary, I was hoping that they would kind of start to get back to their old ways. So did they? No, they didn't. So the first thing I want to talk about for the Sparkling Jubilee is the Harbor Show, which is new for the celebration, and it's called Sparkling Jubilee Celebration. Okay. And so like I said before, Legend Mythica, Porto Paradiso Water Carnival, Even their version of Phantasmic, which I saw in person, if you looked those up, you saw the scope and scale. And unfortunately, this Sparkling Jubilee Celebration show is just another very small show that is very, very underwhelming. And people call it a smile and wave. That phrase should send a chill down any DisneySea fan's spine. But it's literally a show where the performers smile and wave, and then you as the audience member smile and wave back to them. There's characters. I think it's Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, Daisy, Duffy, and Shelly Bay. They're on one single barge, boat, whatever you want to call it, that just floats around the bay as music plays, and they smile and wave, and you smile and wave back, and that's it. One boat with some characters. There is a part of the show where some cast members come out and wave flags and teach the crowd a choreographed dance, and that's about it. And it's a bummer because with these smaller harbor shows from recent years, at least they would have some dancers that would kind of come out and do a little performance thing. And now they don't even really have that. It's just regular cast members that come out and teach very basic choreography. It's very disappointing. And, I'm not even a big performer show character fan, really. It's just that Tokyo DisneySea is so popular, and there's just not really a lot of rides compared to Tokyo Disneyland. So Tokyo DisneySea relies on performances and shows and things to kind of fill in your day. And right now it's especially hard because there's no Big Band Beat. Big Band Beat closed, so there's no big stage show. There's no show at the stage in front of SS Columbia. There's just several venues that are sitting with nothing. So it needs these shows, and to just have this one that is so underwhelming, it's pretty disappointing. So it's not very exciting at all. But the next show that premiered for the Sparkling Jubilee celebration, I did actually like. It's called Dance the Globe. They made this venue in the park in front of Tower of Terror. So normally there's a park with like a little splash pad, and it's a relaxing place with some trees, and it's very nice. But they put up a stage, which they've done randomly throughout the years of the park's history. They put up a stage, they put up some seats, and you can watch this stage show. And what it is different songs and dances from around the world that also incorporate Disney characters. So there's an Encanto song where they do that kind of dance. There's the song "We Are Immortals" from Big Hero 6, where Hero comes out, does a dance, and that part was cool. They have fans, and they make Baymax with it. So yeah, that's a fun show, very energetic. It's got some good moments. It's a crowd pleaser with that audience. They want to see the characters. They want to see the princesses. I think this was the first time Maribel actually was in Tokyo Disney Resort at all, so that's fun. It's got Rapunzel from Tangled. So good stuff all around. So it is kind of hard to see this show because, like many Tokyo Disney live entertainment offerings, you need to enter a lottery to hope to get a seat for these shows. And if you don't win the lottery, you don't get in the show. You can't see the shows. This was always a thing with Big Band Beat. The most popular show in the resort. Everybody wanted to see it. Amazing show. It's closed now, but it was an amazing show. And you just had to win the lottery to see it. And if you're like me, where you're coming once a year, once every other year, whatever your infrequent number may be, you don't win a lottery your entire trip, which is what happened to myself and the people I was visiting with. We just didn't win a lottery for anything in Tokyo Disneyland or anything in Tokyo DisneySea for the 4 days we were in the parks. So for this show, thankfully, it's outside. So there is a very, very small walk-up viewing area in the very back of the venue. So we did that. And, I'm 5'11", so I'm a little bit taller than a lot of the people who attend Tokyo Disneyland and DisneySea, but so I was able to see over the crowd. But if you're not, you're kind of screwed in the back. But for everyone else, if you won the lottery, there's a seat inside that you can get. Another fun, kind of very small offering is the Sparkling Jubilee night, and this is a projection show on the Hotel Miracosta. They projected long gone things from the park's history, such as Porto Paradiso Water Carnival, and then just characters and other pretty things. And yeah, it was neat. It's nothing super spectacular, but most importantly, it's easy to see. You can just stand anywhere within Mediterranean Harbor and see the show. So that was nice. The next offering I experienced was the Sparkling Jubilee Gala. So this is a extra ticket, an upcharge event that takes place inside the SS Columbia. So this was 19,900 yen, which is about $127. A lot of money. If I was a local, I probably wouldn't have done this, but since I'm an infrequent visitor, it was a special occasion, and since everything so else, frankly, is cheap in Japan, I thought this would be worth to do. So, was it worth it? I had a great time at this thing, I gotta say. So, normally the SS Columbia, which is the big sailing ship in Tokyo DisneySea in the American waterfront, looks like the Queen Mary in Long Beach, again, where I was born, shout out Long Beach. Normally, you have access to this as a regular park visitor. You can go up on the front of the ship, on the decks, walk around. There's a lounge in there themed to one of our former presidents, Teddy Roosevelt Lounge. There's the SS Columbia Dining Room, which is a full-service restaurant. So normally, you have free access to this ship as a guest. But for this event on certain dates, it's only April 15th through June 30th. It's a special upcharge event where you can go into the SS Columbia dining room. They give you a lovely plate of, I want to call them hors d'oeuvres because they're basically little sampling sizes. Like I was not full at all after this as with my American appetite, but the food is very good. There was a little salmon thing. There was a delicious melon dessert. They give you a special Sparkling Jubilee drink in a glass, which you get to keep. So a souvenir glass. You also get to keep a plush Mickey and Minnie in special outfits, which are exclusive to that event. And then when you're done with your dining portion, you get to walk around the deck. You have exclusive access to the rest of the SS Columbia. And also in the SS Columbia dining room, there's a piano player playing songs from Tokyo DisneySea's history. So we heard songs from extinct shows such as My Friend Duffy. We heard Compass of Your Heart from the Sinbad ride. So yeah, that was great. It was wonderful. And then when the dining portion is done, you get to go into the Teddy Roosevelt Lounge. And you just have 2 hours to kind of come and go from the Teddy Roosevelt Lounge. You can grab all the drinks you want, including non-alcoholic beverages. I don't drink alcohol, but they're there. So yeah, I just loaded up on apple tea soda and ginger ale and all that and walked around the deck of the SS Columbia, had a great time. There's also a photo booth, an exclusive photo booth where you get to take pictures and in front of a nice little Sparkling Jubilee blue backdrop. And it was all very fun. I liked it. I thought it was worth it. And I couldn't believe my friend Yukan was able to get tickets on opening day. What a stud. He nailed it. He killed it that day. I love that. So I just mentioned the Jubilee blue color, which is the exclusive color of the Sparkling Jubilee celebration. How exciting. An exclusive color, Jubilee blue. So this actually did result in a lot of very nice decorations around the park. All over lampposts and walls and murals, and wherever you look, there's a Sparkling Jubilee celebration decoration. There's a cool genie Sparkling Jubilee sculpture in Arabian Coast. That's neat. Each land, the Sparkling Jubilee banners kind of appropriately match the land. So in Arabian Coast, there's Jasmine. In front of the park, there's all the other characters. And this Sparkling Jubilee blue theme carries over into the food and dining as well. Ton of items. I did try a few. I tried like a special pasta set. I got a chocolate cookies and cream churro. I got a little parfait thing. But the best thing, and I'm going to do a separate video on this later, was the ukiwa bun in Port Discovery. This was like a shrimp bun, looks like an inner tube, and then the Mickey ears on it was sweet potato. It was just delicious because normally the ukiwa bun has like the packaging has Donald in it, so it makes it look like Donald is in the inner tube. This is a classic Tokyo DisneySea snack, and it's one of my favorite Disney snacks on the planet. It's so good. There's a lot of merchandise, of course, and I didn't find almost a single item that I wanted to buy. It's nice. It looks fine, but just nothing that I'm interested in. It's definitely catered to the taste of the audience that is local to the park, of course. I did buy this magnet, this Sparkling Jubilee magnet. I was totally fine with that. This actually may be the trip where I bought the least amount of Tokyo Disney merch ever. I think generally Tokyo Disney merch is pretty overrated. It's just a lot of character stuff usually. And every once in a while they come up with a cool Tower of Terror piece of merch. I don't know if you can see that. Actually, that's a Tower of Terror sign of like the marquee in front of the ride. That was from the last time I visited last year. But yeah, normally I don't buy a lot at Tokyo Disney Resort, except for the ride vehicle toys. I love those. So was it worth visiting Tokyo DisneySea specifically for the 25th anniversary celebration? Well, it's always worth visiting Tokyo DisneySea. It's an amazing park, right? You're never going to have a bad time. It never gets old. I love going back there. It's a vibe park too. You don't even need to really ride the rides. It's a park more so than any other Disney theme park where you can just go and relax and just enjoy the scenery and just have the time of your life. Like during this trip, on the starting day of the celebration, it was insanely busy. So my friend and I, we just kind of took it slow. We rode the transportation rides, which are my favorite rides in the park anyway, right? The electric railway, the transit steamer line, the big city vehicles. I love all those rides because you can just relax and kind of take it all in. And so in that sense, it's never not worth it to visit Tokyo DisneySea. But if you're a frequent visitor and you're going, visiting for the Sparkling Jubilee isn't going to hurt your trip, but it's also, there's just not much, right? There's just not much to the celebration. And I know all of the Disney parks, especially Disneyland, where I'm from in Anaheim, for their 70th birthday, they didn't even really have a new parade. It's just like this little character cavalcade. So it's nothing truly spectacular, but I'm not upset by any of it. It didn't ruin my trip. Also, a weird thing with the Sparkling Jubilee, they started it on Tokyo Disneyland's 43rd birthday, and then Tokyo DisneySea's actual anniversary date isn't until September. Kind of weird. Those are my thoughts on the Tokyo DisneySea 25th anniversary Sparkling Jubilee celebration. Let me know what you think about the celebration. If you've attended it, I want to hear your thoughts. If you are planning on attending it, let me know below if you have any questions or a reaction to my thoughts. I'm really curious how this is going to be received, especially by infrequent visitors who kind of aren't burdened by the past and all the past spectacular shows and whatnot. I really want to know what you all think. Anyway, thanks for watching. Help my channel grow. Subscribe, leave a comment, thumb up, and all that. And I'll see you next time.